Hello viewers, nice to know you are there. You're welcome once again to your favorite TV show, Exercise, Music and Sex. Of course, I'm your regular host, Monday Stevens. Today, we're going to be building up from where we stopped last week. Of course, I'm not alone in this show as usual. I promise to bring you my and producer and director and also a very erudite businessman. All right. Permit me to introduce to you Mr. Pascal once again. Mr. Pascal, you are welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And right on my left, of course, in this kind of discussion, from our feedback, last week, we kept on receiving bombardment from feelers. They say, why we want to hear from a woman, we want to hear. Women wouldn't let us be. Women, today we have done justice to your request, and we are presenting to you Mrs. Vera Kainde. Mrs. Vera Kainde will be telling us that very and all-important topic we discussed last week about the taste of sex from the feminine and from the women point of view. I'm sure you want to hear her. Please, I want to start from Mrs. Kainde today. Mrs. Kainde, of course, off camera we are trying to, say what the taste of sex is. And our viewers there will want to hear from you from the women point of view so that we can do justice to this topic. Mrs. Kainde.
Thank you. Well, I can say that sex is natural. And also, if a man and woman met together, sex is one powerful thing in life that woman and man experience. But, excuse me, viewer, except you are 18 years upward, you will hear what I'm saying. And if you are married, as a married woman, you enjoy what is sex and you know the taste of sex. Sex is good, it's healthy. Sex gives us the strength, power. But like I would say that sex also is a feelings.
Sex is a feeling.
If you don't have feeling for anything you see, maybe anything you see on that woman, or you maybe her body, or her breast, or her bonbon, anything, it will entice you. Maybe you want to go to that place. You want to see that thing. You understand?
Mr. Pascal?
You see why it's always interesting having the opposite sex in this kind of discussion. She said something here that sex is natural. And when you say sex tastes like Fanta, Fanta is not natural. When you say sex tastes like Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola is not natural. Now, apple is natural. Sugar cane is natural. She says sex is strength. Now, ginseng gives strength. So we can say sex tastes like ginseng. So she's giving us another dimension of taste to sex now.
Look, viewers, today's package is going to be more loaded. I'm sensing some things. Now, Mrs. Kende, there is something you say that is very striking. I want you to build on that. I want the viewers to get that. All right? Viewers, please be attentive on this. Now, you said when the man sees the breast, the bum bum, which means women are well aware how men feel when men like Pascal, some of us, we are not that good in this. So, viewers, what I'm trying to say is this. Now, men actually, you women, you know how men feels. So, since we are trying to place a test on it, now, how do women customize their bum bum, their breast, so that men can have the taste that they think that men should have while testing the Mr. Pascal, can you help me on this?
She said something. She said when you see the size of the breast, probably the size of the bum bum, you want to go to the place.
Exactly.
So she will tell us, how do you really make this man want to go to the place?
You understand?
Based on the physical features.
Yes, because the man must have a taste because of the bum bum and the breast. And so how do the breast and make the man to place a test on it?
Well, we have different kinds of men.
Yeah.
And also men. We have men that, you see some men who say, this is the kind of girl I like go. If I see you, my body will be like this. You understand? So every man have their own perspective of feelings. They have the way they feel for the women. If they say, if I grow, this is the kind of, even before they will grow, the kind of feelings they will grow with it. That is what they will have in their life. You understand? So things, men like that, if you find out that if they see that kind of women, when they reach that stage, you see, oh boy, that is why you see that sometimes if they are working together with friends, oh boy, see this one, because that is the kind of woman he wants. That is the kind of taste he likes. Maybe the dress or the beauty or the bonbon, or she look fresh, you understand? Men have different kind of this thing. You even start and see that I'm feeling something new, which he has not even go deep there. You understand?
I get something here now. I think there's something I picked from what she said. You see, women are, let me say, it's true. Yes, women came from men, but do you know, men had to come from women, women too. You understand what I'm saying? Originally, women came from from men, but now a man had to come from a woman. You see, so there is a lot for us to learn from, Mrs. Kende here, and I'm getting, something that is so exciting and deep as well. Only Mrs. Kende can, decode this thing for us. I want to come back to you, Mrs. Kende. You said something, and I want us to, exhaust it. I'm sure viewers are also eager to hear that. Now, when you said even a boy has not had sex all his life, but he has started nursing a feeling that we can call, that we culminate to taste.
Yes.
So, how do you think the feeling, that feeling Where do you think it starts from? Since the boy has not even tested, this thing before.
When he's matured, that is when he will start having that feelings. That is why we are saying to the viewers that if you're not 18, you don't know what is feeling. Because if you're not up to that age, you don't know what is.
Sorry to cut you, yes. But what I'm saying is this. Now, the boy is 18 now, but he's not had sex before. Okay? Now, he started nursing a taste. He's having a taste he has not tasted before. Where did he get that taste from? Is it in the dream? Is it that somebody, threw the taste in his mouth by just flying to him? So how?
His feelings.
Feelings?
It's natural.
And it's natural.
Good. I think this is what I want to hear. It's natural. That's where viewers respect God. You understand? You see, there are things that only God has a perfect answer to. But we human, we will try to understand we'll try to say what we understand, what we know concerning it. Sometimes we hit it, sometimes we are near perfect, sometimes we need to keep researching, to get, the answer to that begging question out there. When a program like this is hosted, we are, like I said last week, we want to come to a destination whereby you will grab a definite substance concerning this matter. Because one is going to help you, it will guide your decision, it will guide you all round when an issue like this, comes up, probably in your private affairs. Mr. Pascal?
Well, let me pick up from somewhere she put us on.
Yeah.
She was talking about what attracts men to women.
Yes.
Now, I can remember those days when we were growing up, teenagers. We look at secondary school days.
Yeah.
We try to describe some of the girls in our schools or in our environment with the kind of fruits we see around. And sometimes you look at the girl, you say, no, this one is Udala. And, it is only guys that will understand what we are trying to say. And we see some say, this one is orange. We say, this one is tangerine. This one is pawpaw. That is like equating it to a particular fruit. And sometimes those things help, unquote, to fit in the tastes you give to it. Now, coming to the natural aspect of it, you see a young man or a young lady probably not had that experience before. And when it happens, when it's about to happen, it's because it's natural. Nobody tells this young man where to go in. Nobody tells this young lady how to receive this young man. And because of that feeling that will now, generate to the taste you attach to it, you see some of them, like myself, let me just use myself as an example. I was one of those that are not privileged to start early. Let me use it that way. And my first experience was like, it's a mixed experience. On one hand, it's like, oh God, why did I do this? Why? Then on the other hand, it's like, wow, this thing can be, it's sweet. You are in between those two opinions. Yeah. It's sweet. Why did I do this? You are feeling guilty for doing what you have been warned not to do, and at the same time you are having that sense of wow, oh God, can I get this another time? So you keep going in between that, and mind you, the one that conquers the other fast push you on. If that guilt conquers that feeling of it's sweet, you see that you tend to stop. But if the feeling of it's sweet conquers that guilt, you are on.
We'll come to that. I told you Mr. Pascal has a lot to tell us. Now, talking about the first time, they said the taste of the pudding is in the eating. Now, Mr. Pascal has told us how the first time. Do you have a first time before you got married?
Well, I can See, I have a lot, but let me just brief. Because if I thought about sex, because meeting my husband today, because of the feelings and the love, it's not just because of, sometimes people think that sex is all about maybe giving birth. Children are gifts from God. But naturally, if you have feelings for that man, and that man has feelings for you, and you care for each other, so from there, my man, I started having feelings for him all the time. Anytime, even when I'm sleeping.
That's your husband now?
Yes.
No, yes, I understand that. But then, before you meet Oga,
yes.
All right, let me suppose I just told us, first time.
Oh.
Did you have a first time before you finally meet your husband? Probably before marriage?
Yeah.
Now, to be sincere, at your first time, the very first time, was it, can you place the taste? Was it orange, banana, sugarcane?
Well, the taste?
Yeah.
In fact, it was like more than honey, sugar, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and other things to talk about. All I can say, if heaven will come down, I think he will judge everything. But sex, I feel it as if I am on top of the world.
Wow.
Sweeter than anything you think.
That has to do with, like they told us, they used to tell us that even up till now, they said sexual compatibility matters a lot when it comes to relationship. Now, two people can love themselves so much. You love this woman, you want to be with this man because of other things you see. Her body, physique, the size of the breast, the size of the bum bum, and things like that. But when you are not sexually compatible, it becomes a problem. That's why you see some men, even if the wife let her hang her legs for him from January to December, he still wants to go outside to get that satisfaction. Once that compatibility is not there, you can't taste it. You can't taste it. That's just the thing.
Like, excuse me,
okay.
Like my husband, the first time he saw me, he now told me that what he saw in me, the taste he saw in me, is on the breast. You get it? And the second one is the height. You understand?
Yeah.
That is where he beginning to have the feelings.
Good. I have to stop you now because this program must continue. Now, viewers, listen to this. We are discussing sex. We are not discussing relationship. Alright? What we are saying is as it regards to sex. As this program proceeds, we are going to be talking as sex relates to relationship. What could be the damage that sex could cause in a relationship when they are sexually compatible or when they're not sexually compatible? These are issues you're going to be, hearing from us from this show. And for today, we are looking into that all-important topic we discussed starting from last week, the taste of sex. Does it really have a taste? If it does, of course, from all we have said, you should have placed, your own perception. Whether it tastes like honey, whether it tastes like sugar, whether it tastes like heaven, like Mr. Pascal have just said. All right, you should make your judgment now and give us your feedback. By the time we come here next week, we're gonna be telling you our own research and findings, and we should be able to tell you from this studio what we think the taste of sex is. We must have come to make our judgment. Of course, we're going to be reading out your feedback to you. So you see the number on the screen. The text us, make your contribution through WhatsApp, make your contribution through the Facebook and all of that, and we'll read it out to you by the time we come here in our subsequent editions. Now before we round it up today, before we're gonna close the show today, we're gonna be talking about the fitness aspect of sex. Must you have sex just because you are married? What are the dangers you are exposing yourself to by having sex as a married man when you are not fit? We're going to be talking about all of that. We still have the same panelists here with me. We're going to be discussing that. But I'm going to start from Mr. Pascal. Like I said, he's not just my producer. He's not just my director. He's not just an actor. He's also my youth coordinator. So we're going to be talking now. Say youths, a lot of strength to dispense. All right. So youths are, when I mean youths, you there who is 80 years or 90 years, if you are still a youth in heart, why not? You are part of this show. All right. And so we're going to be looking into all of that to know whether you are qualified to have sex just because you are married, or there are things you need to know and things you need to do even though you are married before you have sex. I can assure you that most married women may not tell you how their husband died. It may be an everlasting secret with them, because who will believe them? Of course, you as a woman, how can you tell your in-laws that you are having sex with your husband and then he collapsed? By this time next week on this same station, I hope to have this same guest here, because I can sense a signal from my producer that our time is up. Alright? But stay tuned. By this time next week from this same station, we'll be coming your way again with that all-important aspect of this discussion. Please, I want you to hear from Mr. Pascal on a final note.
Well, if you know that thing you like the taste so much, equate the taste of your sex life to it, or equate your wife, the taste, equate that taste to how you feel when you make love to your wife,
your spouse,
and
yeah,
get the best out of it.
Good. Mrs. Kinde, your final word.
Yes, if you know what you love so much and what will quench that feelings for you, as a lady, you that you are watching our Ourroottv, go for it. Don't hesitate, because love goes with feelings.
Love goes with feelings. On that note, I want to say thank you very much for staying with us. I'm Monday Stevens, and bye for now. Thank you.